If you're lost and confused, you don't know how to start your weight loss journey, I believe with my tips that I'm going to be giving you in this video, you can successfully lose that weight and get that dream body you've had on your vision board for years. So the first thing is, if you don't like going to the gym, I've got some good news for you. You actually don't need to go to the gym. You can easily walk around your area. You can get a stepper, you can get a walking pad. You can do so many exercises without actually stepping foot into the gym. However, you do have to move your body. You need to burn that fat some way, somehow. And if you're somebody that likes to bed rot and not leave your bed for 24 hours, you just want to sit in your bed and not do any exercise, that's not going to work. You need to do some form of exercise. It doesn't have to be high intensity exercises or weightlifting or CrossFit or Pilates, all of that good stuff. It can easily be walking 10k steps a day, which is what I did, and that helped me to lose 14 kg. Next thing you want to do is you want to keep your meals very simple. So don't be making a breakfast and it will have 50 items. No, you don't need that. Make a simple breakfast, something that's easy to track, something that's easy to measure, because trust me, if your meals have too many items, you're not going to want to track it. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be so annoyed and just irritated at the fact that you have to enter 50 items for a meal. And that's just one meal. What about your dinner? What about your lunch? So make sure that your meals are simple, they're easy to track, so you're not just there, weighing stuff, measuring stuff for ages, and it gets tiring and it gets boring. Keep your meals very simple. Make sure you're eating whole foods. Those are very simple to track. If you're eating things that have a billion ingredients, it's going to be hard. Another thing you want to make sure you're doing is you want to make sure that you're incorporating some sort of fasting. For me, I do ADF. ADF, which is alternate day fasting, helped me to lose 13 kg. I started on the 17th of March, and as of today, the 22nd of May, I've lost 13 kg. And that was down to alternate day fasting, but you do not have to do that. That would be considered extreme by some people, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. But there's so many forms of fasting. If you've never fasted before, I would recommend the 16-8. That's when you start eating at like 10 a.m. and you stop eating at 6 p.m. If you're somebody that eats from sun up to sundown, fasting is going to come in handy for you, because even just reducing your eating window by an hour is going to go a long way. Trust me, there's no way you're eating from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and you're staying in your caloric deficit. Impossible. Except you're eating cucumbers, then yeah. Otherwise, there's really no way you want to do it. So make sure you reduce your eating window and you condense it, so that way you're less likely to go above your caloric intake for the day. Snacking is hindering your weight loss. I promise you this. Snacking is hindering your weight loss, because a lot of times we think we're snacking, but we're actually having meals. If your snack is more than 200 calories, that's not a snack, that's a meal. So if you have 6 snacks a day, that's like equivalent to 2 meals. And if you're not tracking your calories, you think, oh, this is healthy. It doesn't need to be tracked. It says it's healthy on the pack. Don't believe what the pack is saying. Do your own research. All of these snacks that they're selling in the stores, they're really not snacks, they're junk. Snacking is hindering your progress. Trust me. If you're gonna snack on some fruits, one item snacks, something that you can say, okay, this is an apple, this is a banana, this is an almond. But if it's having more than 5 ingredients, 4 ingredients, and it's a snack, well, it's not going to be beneficial to your weight loss goals. Another thing is staying consistent. A lot of times we try something for 2 weeks and then we give up. 2 weeks is not enough time to see any sort of progress. The moment you start seeing progress, you're probably going to be in like your 6th or 8th week of your weight loss journey. If you're giving up after 2 weeks, you're not ready. Simple as that. If you're giving up after 3 weeks, you're simply not ready. When you've done it for 8 weeks consistently, I can understand you being frustrated. But as at 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even a month, you have no business being frustrated, because you haven't done it long enough. You've been eating whatever you wanted to eat for years, and you think you're going to see results after 2 weeks. Come on now. We need to be realistic. Set realistic goals. Otherwise, you're going to be discouraged. So staying consistent is the only way to get results. If you give up halfway, midway, 2 weeks into the journey, it's not good. Trust me, it's not good. Another thing I want to say is, this is a bit motivational, not really practical, but if you fail, if you succeed, it's all down to you. Only you can save yourself. Nobody can save you. I can speak to you about losing weight till I'm blue in the face. The thing is, everybody knows how to lose weight. Doing it is the problem. So only you have the answers. You're the only one that can help yourself get to that goal. Nobody's coming to save you. You have to put in that work. You have to stay consistent. You have to do it yourself. Nobody can lose weight for you. Nobody's going to tell you, don't eat this, don't eat that. No, it's a choice. It's a choice that you have to make. If you've decided this is something that I want to do, I'm tired and I'm fed up of the way I look, nothing is going to hold you back. That was the stage that I was at. I looked at myself in the mirror on my birthday. I was like, I look so bad. Like, I couldn't even upload the pictures I took because I just didn't like the way I looked. That was the moment. That was the turning point for me. That's when I said, actually, it's time to make a change, because I refuse to look like this while I'm in my 20s. This is meant to be my prime and I don't even look good. It's not giving. Like, that's not the life that I wanted. So I had to change it. It was down to me. That's what I'm saying. It's also down to you to drop that weight. Nobody can help you. Nobody can guide you. You have to be the sole proprietor of this journey. Another thing that has to go is alcohol. Alcohol is, it's just a no. If you're somebody that drinks a lot, it will not help you if you're trying to lose weight. I would say reduce it and then cut it out. But if you're somebody that you're trying to cut it out and you just need that nudge, this is your sign to cut it out, because it's not going to help you. Even apart from losing weight, it's not exactly a good thing to be consuming anyway. So I would just say, just go ahead and cut it out and just get it done with now, because it's not going to help you long term and short term. Another thing is, we have to decenter food. I feel like we think about food too much. In the morning, you wake up, you're thinking, oh, what am I having today? I can't wait to eat that chocolate. I can't wait to eat that chicken. No, spend your time and spend your thought process thinking of better things, how to better your life, how to reach your goals quicker, how to make more money. And I hate to sound like an Instagram motivational speaker, but it just is what it is. There's no nice way to put it. So those are my tips. Remember to stay consistent. If you do nothing else, stay consistent. Just showing up and doing something is better than doing nothing. And that's the only way you can guarantee success with weight loss. Thanks for watching.